applies to the rest of you too, no matter what your schedule is. So how awesome to find this out. We can actually train ourselves to have better sleeping habits, like a baby. Here to tell us how that might work is temperament therapist, Dr. Melanie Ross-Mills. Good morning to you, Dr. Mills.
Hi, good morning, Cleo. Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you.
I'm excited to be here, and I'm not tired.
I'm a little tired, but I'm all right. Dr. Mills, what is considered a good night's sleep?
A good night's sleep is basically the number of hours that we need where we get into the 3 phases of sleeping, which is the light sleep, the REM sleep, and the deep sleep. That's a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting to all of those stages, but what is cognitive behavioral therapy, and how can that really help us fall asleep and maybe stay asleep?
That's what I love about this study, is it is showing us that we can actually train our brains to help us fall asleep and stay asleep. So that means we are pinpointing these dysfunctional beliefs and thoughts that we have regarding sleep so we can cultivate a healthy relationship with our sleeping.
Now, you have 3 ways to kind of sleep train our brains. The first is starting off with a routine.
Yes, so we all know this common sense wise, but do we really practice it? So I'm challenging us all, like 40 days makes a habit, so maybe that's too many days, but give yourself 10 days to stick to a routine. Go to bed at a certain time, brush your teeth, take a bath. Basically do these things every single day that promote a good relationship with sleep, where you're associating good things, rest, instead of the opposite of worry and angst, and we lay in bed and stress and can't stop ruminating all these thoughts. Do things that bring peace.
It's a bedtime routine. And then bedtime. What should our bedtime be?
You know what's interesting is studies are showing us that on average, people that go to bed at 10 p.m. have a better night's sleep. Now, clearly not everyone can do that, especially y'all in media. You have funky hours that you're like, I can't go to bed at 10. You still have to train your brain to go to bed where you get the hours of sleep that you need, whatever that window looks like.
And Dr. Mills, what's the deal with mental tapes?
Oh, okay, so do you lay in bed and you have the same thoughts going back and forth and you're like, I need to play a different tape. So break it up.
Sometimes.
Yes. Notice these triggers. I sing a song, which might sound silly, but I do. I sing the same song in my head and it bores me and I fall asleep, just like counting sheep. What is that you can do? Saying a verse or a saying to yourself, I am awesome, I am awesome, I am awesome. Something to distract you from the tape that's keeping you up.
Right. What about those who work long hours, early hours? Their shifts are constantly changing. How do you get the best sleep possible when you're dealing with that?
Yes, and that's a lot of us in this world. You still need to set up a rhythm for your body. So you are going to have to guard this sleep time like nobody's business, because you have such difficult hours as far as not one night, or you're sleeping in the day where you have to be up at night. You still have to treat the day as the night and get yourself in these 3 phases of sleep if you can, and do what you can to help basically promote that sleep. Not too much caffeine. Right. Don't exercise too many hours before you're needing to go to bed, even if it's during the day.
You are absolutely right. Dr. Mills, I was reading that study too, and that people who are dealing with insomnia and issues like that should really get professional help. But overall, how to sleep, just truly awaken your well-being.
Yes, and that's what I love. This study is highlighting the value of sleep, and it actually can cause mental illness and depression when we do not get enough sleep. And so we've got to guard our time in this area, just like we guard exercise or diet or being with friends and family. Sleep is the most important.
You're right. You are absolutely right. Dr. Mills, good stuff there. How can people reach out to you before we go?
Yes, thank you for having me. MelanieRossMills.com, at Dr. Melanie R. Mills on Instagram, Facebook. I love social media, as you know. Thank you for connecting with me when we do. I love it.
All right, Dr. Mills, thank you so much for joining us. Good insight there. More Daybreak after this. We'll be right back.